And there we go. We are recording. Let us know where you're from as you're jumping in. Who invited you here today, what's happening, all that kind of good stuff. And the other thing I really love to start these conversations with is write in the chat one positive thing that you are already doing for your health, because we all have at least one thing that we are already doing. So it could be, it could be like I'm actually drinking my water today. I actually am drinking. I love this new water bottle, by the way. It's fantastic. I'm actually drinking my water today. I put intercom in this because I do get nervous being having to talk. So, um, that's one of the things that I am proud of that I did today. I actually drank my water. So if you can jump in the chat, throw in what you're doing, what you're proud of, something that's going great for you. Do you guys see the chat? Why has my chat just disappeared?
Um,
Oh, there it is.
you can see the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it now. Okay. It just completely went off my screen there. So that was weird. I know we have a couple other people that are coming on. So we'll give them a minute and then we'll get going. All right.
I got out for a walk today.
Nice.
Yeah, that was what I did today, and gonna do a little yoga after this and center myself before I go to bed.
Okay. That's a really, really good idea. Just one second. I just have to resend the link to some people. Um, okay. Okay.
Let's see, we have some people say, managed to get a meditation in at lunchtime. That's awesome.
Whoa.
And Steph did some self-care today. Amazing.
I love that. I love that. Every little bit counts, right? We should always remember that we do some positive things for ourselves every day. So Lorraine and Steph, that you must have been invited through Suki, I'm imagining. All
Yeah.
right. Welcome, Selena. We're just introducing ourselves in the chat, saying where we're from and one positive thing that we did for ourselves today. And it can be anything. It can be like mine was like I actually drank my water, or I'm drinking my water. It's not quite done yet. Awesome. Nice to have you, Lorraine. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started. I don't want to keep you guys too much over time. I want to make sure that I'm respecting your time. Um, and I just love that you guys are here, that you're participating in this. Honestly, like this alone, just showing up for yourself in this way, this is something that is a beautiful thing to do for yourself right here. So, oh yeah, Maria, I forgot you're out in London. My sister's out that way. Brought some healthy snacks with me to work. I love that. Welcome, Selena, and I'm glad you rested today. Yeah, I think if you didn't say that, I was gonna like give you some what for. So I love seeing this. So I love that you're showing up for yourselves here today, and that even if, there's been moments where you're kind of unsure what to do, or you're unsure, maybe you're overwhelmed by things, just showing up and being a part of this is a great way to show yourself that you do matter. So that is really important. Before we really get into the nitty-gritty of this, I want to set the tone for tonight because I find with these conversations, there's kind of two types of people. We get the one type of person that you're going to hear what we have to say. You may take a few notes, you're going to take a couple pieces of information, and then you're going to be able to run with it. You are going to be like, yep, this makes sense. I know what I need to do for myself, and I'm going to go with it. And then there's going to be other people that might come on and be hearing what we're having to say, and they're going to take a couple pieces, and then they're going to think, this makes sense, but I am still kind of overwhelmed or I'm unsure where to start. And I want you to know that like being in both of those boats is completely valid. I know Suki and I have both been in those situations before. So there's nothing wrong with that. We are here because we don't want to overload you. We want to support you, right? And so at the end of this, we're going to share ways that either you can grab some of these supports for free as gifts, or if you're thinking, I need a little bit more support here, we're going to share with you how you can reach out to us and work more deeply with us in a way that's going to help you make choices that is great for you. And I just want you to know there's no pressure here. This is purely, let's educate and support each other. So that's what we're here for today. So, all that to say, welcome. We are here together tonight, Suki and I, because I really think that the two of us bring this grounded, real life perspective to the conversation around taking care of yourself, especially in if you're like us, you're in that perimenopause phase, that midlife phase. And we both work a lot with women. And so we see a lot of the same common things. We both see how a lot of women are misunderstood around things that are happening to their bodies, things like anxiety, just in general, what's happening in perimenopause or the shift. And just want to clarify, perimenopause can be any stage between like 30 and 60. So if you've ever been told by your care practitioner, oh, you're not old enough to be in perimenopause, our bodies start to change into perimenopause around the age of 30, 32. So most likely. Okay. Suki, I'm really glad you're here. I'm actually really excited. I'm trying to keep myself calm. I am really excited that Suki's here. And Suki, I'd love for you to just kind of introduce yourself, share a little bit about you and why you're here.
Yeah, so I think I know everybody on this call. Hi. But just a little brief intro to me. So I'm Suki. I have been kind of obsessed with like health and wellness. I would say probably really more so over the last 5 years, just really paying attention, probably since COVID days, honestly, really prioritizing my health and wellness and just trying to be more intentional about moving my body. But I've been always interested in the health aspect and what I'm putting in my body since like as long as I can remember. Those of you who know me on this call, I have been with Epicure, back when they were open. And For 10 years. And the reason I chose that company was because of their never ever list and the list of ingredients that they never put in their products. That really spoke to me because when my kids were little, like I cloth diapered them. I made sure I was very cognizant in what kind of creams and stuff I was putting on their body because our skin is our biggest organ. And I wanted my kids to start off having like the cleanest ingredients going onto their bodies. And that's why I moved into, clean spices. And then as I was doing research, as I'm getting older and in very much in perimenopause, I'm realizing that now more than ever, it still always has been, it still is of the utmost importance to really pay attention to what is going in our body and on our body. So that's why I decided to move over to Arbonne is because I love their never ever list. They have a list of over 2,000 ingredients that they will never put into their products, which was like mind blowing to me because that's really important. And so I'm really excited because all of the skincare products, all of the beauty products, all of the ingestible in supplements are all clean and I can feel confident sharing them with my family and with all of you how good and effective these products are. So,
Yeah. And
yeah.
one of the crazy things about that list is that those are all things common in like other products that you find in the stores on Amazon and all that kind of stuff. So that's the craziest part that I think, anyways. So those of you that don't know me, I am Victoria. I am 40, almost 45 very soon, and in full-blown perimenopause. I actually am a holistic wellness and weight loss coach. I work with primarily women in the field of trying to make themselves feel better holistically, so mind, body, spirit. And I just really I really value, like Suki said, holistic, whole ingredients that actually are good for us, right? There are so many things that have hormone disruptors and can cause chaos in our bodies. So the less we can put in and on our bodies, the better. That's why I love Arbonne. I've been with them for quite a few years as a customer mostly. But as I transitioned into my role, I've been in health and fitness for over 25 years. And as I'm transitioning into this role more of coaching people and women, I am absolutely loving that I can refer good, clean, whole products to people that I know are great. So today we are going to be talking about a couple things. We are talking about perimenopause, menopause, we're talking about anxiety. We are talking about how to support and supplement your body in a way that makes sure that you are feeling good, right? Like that's what we all want at the end of the day. Whether, whatever it is, we just want to feel good in our skin. We want to feel energized. And so I really want to talk first about little bit about perimenopause and anxiety because one of the things that both Suki and I love about this company is one of the intercom products, and we're going to dig into that. But we're going to talk first about that. And I'll be honest, I really wasn't somebody that struggled with anxiety when I was younger. I think I had social anxiety. I was really weird and awkward, but I didn't have anxiety, quote unquote anxiety. Then all of a sudden in the last couple years, I started to really struggle with anxiety. I had like this little tension, I guess, that was building underneath the surface. And then it just came to this head, and I was finding myself having panic attacks. I was finding that like I couldn't cope with things. Anxiety was running rampant, and I was losing sleep. I was losing focus. I was losing my ability to stay calm in my own body. And those of you that know me, I teach nervous system regulation. And I was like, why can't I calm my own nervous system? It was a really weird experience for me. And so I want you to know if you're having any of those symptoms that are happening in your body, if you're going through anything like that, it's not because you're broken or you're not strong enough to get through it. And you're obviously not imagining these symptoms. I was told by numerous medical professionals, you're imagining it. I'm like, no, dude, no. So I just want you to know that if you're in that boat, you're not alone. Hormonal shifts and perimenopause cause a lot of changes, and especially our estrogen. So this can also really affect postmenopause too. I have a couple clients that are postmenopause that are just feeling this anxiety bubble come up as their estrogen is depleting. So because estrogen plays such a vital role in our serotonin, our cortisol, and our sleep, when it is fluctuating, this anxiety can show up in a way that you've never experienced before. Okay, that is a whole nother webinar. I could spend hours with you guys explaining this stuff, but I won't. I know that's you're not here for that. You're here for the supplements today. And so, what I see is that when these fluctuations happen, the anxiety shows up. We kind of get into our heads. A lot of times we think, I can just power through it. I can, like maybe I'll just change the way I'm talking to myself. But that's not always how it works. I know I'm not the only one that has had this show up. Suki, I think you've also had some anxiety that just kind of bubbled up out of nowhere too, right? Can you share that with us?
Yeah, I am not an anxious person in the least bit. And over about a year and a half ago, I started really struggling with anxiety. And I remember calling messaging Victoria. I'm like, what is happening to me? Like I am having like heart palpitations. I'm anxious, like literally anxious all the time and having trouble sleeping and staying asleep and falling asleep and having like intrusive thoughts. Just like, oh my God, oh, just so many things. And I'm like, why is this happening? And Victoria's like, this is the start of perimenopause. And as a matter of fact, in that same year that I had reached out to her, I there was like one month that I didn't get my period. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, and all these things started to really go down, so to speak.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
um, Victoria recommended the Intercom from Arbonne, and that was like my very first experience with the products, other than the fizz sticks, which I've like always had in my house. It's just something that I guess I ordered all the time and I didn't realize that it was I didn't put two and two together. Anyways, I love the fizz sticks, and then she told me about Intercom, and I was drinking it, and probably within the first week or so I wrote her back. I was like,
Hmm.
what is this actually working? Like, I drink it and I just like started to feel this calmness come over me. And
Hmm.
yes, these products really do work like this. And I was blown away. So
Yeah.
I've been drinking it ever since. And I just went through another bottle the other day because, again, my anxiety, it comes in waves. Like, I'm not anxious all the time, but like, every now and again, I get these anxiety bouts, and this has helped me so much. And as a matter of fact, Victoria recommended having it with this with the dream tea, and because I haven't been sleeping very well and waking up in the night and having a hard time falling back asleep. So I took it the other night with the dream tea, and I had the most restful sleep that I've had in a really long time. Um, so yeah, it these products really, really work.
Mhm. I'd love to know, okay, so any of you guys have anxiety or do you have these moments like Suki and I have where it's like you're fine and then you're not? I'd love to know. Throw it in the chat if this is relatable to you, if you have experienced any of this, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing that this can actually be related to your hormones. And you've been going through this kind of stuff and you're thinking you didn't know what it was. So we'd love to know. Throw it in the chat. Use the chat, guys. If you have questions or anything at any time, please. I'm keeping an eye on it so I we can answer questions as we go through. Um, but let's get back to the chat, our conversation. So we're going to talk today about protein, about nutrient density, and we're going to talk about a couple different adaptogens that are really amazing to help us in this phase of life. So we're going to be talking first. I want to touch on protein. And I'm going to touch on protein first because it is literally the building block of everything inside your body. It builds your neurotransmitters like your serotonin, like your dopamine. It's going to be the thing that's going to stabilize your blood sugar. If your blood sugar is wackadoodle, your hormones are wackadoodle, straight up. They're all related. And it's also the thing that's going to support your muscle mass as we age. We as women, especially, we lose so much of our muscle density that affects our metabolism, that affects our energy levels. It affects every part of our body. Muscle is the fountain of youth. So if you can have strong, sustained muscle mass, and I'm not saying like go get bulky like the Hulk, I'm saying just having muscles that work, that is a major part of aging backwards as we go forward. So when you're not getting enough protein, you might have things like you might feel shaky, you might feel irritated, you might have brain fog. Poor sleep is directly related to not getting enough protein in your day. Emotional up and downs that are totally random. I'm gonna admit here, I am the worst hangry person on the planet. My family literally will hand food and like shove it in my face because they're like, you're about to get hangry. And they don't want me to get hangry. It is not pretty. I am a horrible human being when I am hungry. I'm going to admit that. I am very, very diligent with making sure that I eat enough now because I could. And my one girlfriend said to me, she's like, you could murder somebody. You better eat. And I'm like, you're not wrong. So, but that's directly related to my protein intake. So, protein is a non-negotiable for those of us, especially in midlife, if you want to keep calm and regulated. Um, and I want to say this is where real life comes in. How many of you can sit down and have 5 balanced meals a day? Anybody? Can anybody do that? Probably not. I can't. I work from home. I can't friggin' do that, right? there's just no way that I could do that to keep my hormone levels, my hangry levels at bay. Because, yeah, five, Selena, we're supposed to have five small meals a day to balance our hormones. That includes like your snack packs or whatever, right? So, if you're not able to do that, which 99.99% of us are not able to do, what are you supposed to do, right? How are you supposed to keep your blood sugars level, keep yourself from being all over the place, and help yourself in this phase of perimenopause? This is where the protein powder comes in. I have screamed this protein powder. This is the one that I use. I have been screaming about this one from the rooftops for years. This is the best protein powder I've ever had. I've worked in the fitness industry. I have tried every single one of the protein powders that is on the market. This one is the best. It is the cleanest. It is the easiest to digest. It is a multivitamin and an omega-3 and a protein all in one. It also replaces a meal. So if you're extremely busy and can't grab that mid-morning meal or that mid-afternoon meal, this is a great replacement. Or if you're like me, I don't want to eat a huge meal first thing in the morning. I want to have my tea and then I have a protein matcha because I know I need my protein, but I don't want to eat a big meal. I don't have a good appetite in the morning. Um, and so this is a great alternative. This protein powder, you can bake with it, you can cook with it. Suki, you made amazing muffins. I totally missed that recipe. I need to, well, I do make protein muffins, but yours looked way better than mine. Um, so you can do all the things with this protein powder that you can do with any other protein powder, except this one is giving you a complete balanced meal in this bag. Okay. And I want to share something. This, yes, it's a little expensive. It's full. It is, I haven't opened this yet, but it is full to the brim. And it is heavy. It is up a kilogram and a half. This lasts for a long, long time. And I absolutely love that it's smooth and it's creamy. And if you just want to throw it in water, you can just throw it in water. You can throw it in with other things if you want. Suki is one of the ones that I've been preaching to buy this freaking protein for years. For years, she's come to me and been like, "What protein?" And I'm like, "This one. Please buy this one." So she finally bought it. Suki, do you want to share what you said about the protein?
Hitting my head in shame. Um, I've literally, so I loved Epicure's protein when we had it. And after they shut down, I was trying to find another one. And I literally have tried so many proteins. And Victoria was probably like getting mad at me behind the screen, like, why are you using that one? And they've all really sucked. Like every one that I've bought once and never again. And finally, of course, when I came over to Arbonne, I'm like, I guess I'm trying the protein. And now I'm like, and now I see what all the rage is about. I could not get over how full that thing is, okay? Because honestly, I was buying another brand from Walmart and it's a big tub. I was spending $45 on it. It was literally half full. So really, it wasn't worth it in terms of the cost because it was only half full.
Yeah.
Whereas this is double the size and actually full to the tippy top. So that I was like, okay, good. It looks expensive on the website, but you truly are getting bang for your buck.
Mhm.
And the fact that it replaces all of your it's a multivitamin in of itself as well as a protein powder and omegas. Like that's mind blowing. I didn't realize it had omegas in it as well.
Mhm.
Super, super tasty too. Like I had as soon as I wasn't feeling well yesterday, as soon as my box came, I ripped it open and made myself a protein smoothie because I needed something in my body. I blended it with almond milk, a banana, and peanut butter, and it is really nice. And it doesn't have, I got vanilla and it wasn't like it didn't have like a aftertaste. Like a lot of these have like a protein kind of aftertaste. Really smooth, really filling, um, really tasty. And I also have the coffee one. I had that today. It's really good. Like
Yeah.
it's worth the hype.
I haven't
Okay.
had the coffee one yet. That's my next order. Lorraine wants to know which type of omega. So it has avocado oil in it. So avocado is rich in our omegas and a really great source of good fats. So when you blend it, it's smooth and creamy because of the avocado oil, and you're getting those good fats, which your brain needs, our bodies need, our joints need. It's a really good source. Like I literally have when I switched to the Arbonne, I stopped taking a multivitamin because there's just no point. You're just taking capsules to pee them out because you're getting everything you need in your shake, right? So that's what I love. I did a comparison actually when I first started with Arbonne a couple years ago of how much if I was to only buy a protein powder and then buy all of these that are on the back and equal doses, how much it would cost me. It was an extra $300 for all the supplements to get what this is. So it's a really amazing bang for your buck. And if you're someone that even has like a hard time getting enough food into your body, which is most of the women I work with, that is what the biggest thing is. They're not eating enough. This is a great way to do it because it is a meal replacement. And you have to remember that when your blood sugar is stable, when you are filled with your protein, your mood and your hormones are also stabilized. So I really think that's a really important thing to note.
I
Um,
add one thing about that? I
yeah,
was talking to a client today before the call, and something that my I was working with a trainer last year, and what she also told me was, yes, we're not eating enough protein. And actually, if we eat a nice protein snack even before bed, so even if you had some Greek yogurt, mix some protein powder in it, or just had a smoothie or whatever, you'll actually sleep better.
yeah.
You'll sleep better, and then it'll give you sustained energy for the next day. So you'll wake up feeling more refreshed, and you'll wake up having more energy into the next day. Everything you do the day before helps you the following day.
Yeah, that is a really good point. So when you go to sleep, your body goes into rest and digest, and that is when it repairs your body. So if you didn't give your body enough to go into repair mode and to fix the things, you're going to wake up sore and tired and stiff because you're like not your body's like I didn't have the resources to rebuild the bridge, so you got no freaking bridge. Sorry. Like right? So I love that, having that protein snack, especially if you know I did not get my proteins today or I did not get enough food today. Getting a nice, dense protein, healthy snack before you go to bed, at least an hour before, is a great way to do it. I love that tip. Maria says, I'm taking multivitamin, omega, and iron supplement right now. I'd love to get rid of two of the three. This protein powder sounds amazing. Yeah. So if you're on the iron supplement because that's been recommended by a doctor for any sort of like anemia or energy reasons, stay on that. But definitely you can replace you don't need to repurchase your multivitamins if you're doing the essential meal, which is amazing. And so some of the other building blocks that we really need in our system are like our greens, our fruits, our vegetables, um, all of the colorful things, right? We need those colorful things for minerals. We need them for things that are like antioxidants that are going to help lower our inflammation. One of the biggest things that I work with women in this phase is inflammation. How many of you have had like plantar fasciitis, or you've had stiff, sore joints, or you've had sudden injury that you don't know where it came from, or you've had things that just like your body just feels like your body like feels like it's giving you like the what the fuck, you know what I mean? That kind of like what's happening here. A lot of that is related to inflammation within our body. So if you're not giving your body antioxidants, your body can't clear that inflammation out. Um, Also, things like fiber. Are you supporting your gut? That gut-brain axis, that's a real thing. So you really have to care for these things, right? If your guts aren't working properly, if they aren't sustaining good fiber, good pre and postbiotic, balance, then your brain doesn't get the serotonin that it needs, and you can feel stressed out, you can feel overwhelmed, and you really want to address that. So we already talked about how we're not eating enough. And how many of you actually eat 12 servings of fruit and vegetables a day? Anybody? I have yet to meet anybody that eats 12 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Probably not, right? That is where, yeah, 12. Ew, Selena's fruits and vegetables are good for you, Selena. We have to have this conversation again. Oh, that's awesome, Lorraine, that you're getting pretty close. I love fruits and vegetables. I don't get close. They recommend 12, about 12 servings of fruits and vegetables if you want to really sustain a good balance of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants within your body. I do not use the Canadian Food Guide. I don't believe that that is very good. This is my own education through being a holistic nutritionist, that I'm giving these recommendations. So, what what we do, Suki and I do instead, because there's no way we're eating our 12 servings, is we take the greens elixir. So this is your greens, your blues, your purples, your oranges, your reds. It has all of your colors that you need in here. And what I love about this, and Arbonne is pretty good at being like multi-use product. This greens elixir also has your prebiotic, your probiotic, has your gut enzymes. It has your collagen boosters, the hyaluronic acid and biotin. I said Botox earlier in a conversation. The lady's like, there's Botox in that? And I was like, no, no, never mind. Biotin, that's what it is, biotin. So it helps your natural collagen production within your body. So to reduce that inflammation, that pain, that discomfort within your body. What I love about this product is that, again, if you were to buy all of the jars of all the things that are in this one product, you'd be like $400. The pre and probiotic that are in here alone, that's like $60 worth of pre and probiotics, right? So these are the best bang for your buck. If you're someone that is finding that you're not able to get good nutrition into your body, or even if you are, but you know you're lacking in some spots, which is why I do that. This is what I take every morning with my frizz. I can't say it. Fizz. And it's a really great way just to start the day. It's going to help you with your digestion. It's going to help clear that inflammation out of your body. It's going to increase your nutritional intake for the day. And honestly, that is what your nervous system needs to start to feel calm and supported, because our bodies need to know that they are supported in order to switch out of starvation mode, to switch out of fight or flight. It's really important that our bodies get all the nutrition that they need to make sure that they are feeling safe, right? Um, Carrie says, I don't recall, but is it the Green Gut Glow Pack have all the same good things? Yes. So the Green Gut Glow pack is just separate containers of everything. If you want to like mix things differently, or if you're like you need to get up and go, you can grab these sticks. I have the greens powder separate as well if I just want to throw that in a smoothie sometimes for a boost, as well. Suki, you tried your greens today, right? How did you like them?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I have been again using different greens for a while, playing around with different ones, and I really like these ones. They're not as sweet as the ones that I've had, which is nice because I tried it on its own and then I threw a fizz into it, and I really like that. So I'm trying to replace coffee. Um, I do love coffee, but it
Mhm.
doesn't like me. As much as I'm trying to convince myself it likes me, it does not. It really makes my anxiety worse.
Mhm.
Um, so I see myself getting up in the morning, have mixing a protein, doing a workout, and then having my greens with my fizz, and that'll be my energy for the day, and then I'll get all my nutrients in my one cup. And it was really good. I had the blueberry fizz with it, really yummy. I've heard the peach mango mixed with it is really good. So yeah, it went down and it was good.
Good. Good. Yeah, I love mine with a fizz in the morning. The blueberry is my favorite right now. I'm addicted to it. It is blueberry lemonade.
Hmm.
So good.
It's really good.
Yeah, so
I also got blood orange. I think that's Carrie Ann's favorite. Um, but I haven't found a fizz that I didn't love yet.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of one that I was like, no, I don't like that. I don't think so. Anyway,
Mhm.
yeah. So does anybody have any questions so far? Next, we're going to talk about adaptogens and herbs. So if you have any questions about, proteins, fruits and vegetables, supporting your body, the anxiety bit, anything, if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat and we will answer. Um, we're into the last little bit of the call here. So I just want to make sure we're keeping everybody. Oh, yeah. So Carrie brings up a really good point. We have an amazing return policy. So I think you had this problem where you bought a protein powder or something and you didn't like it very much. It was one of oh, I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart. You had like a protein powder that you didn't like a whole lot or something. So we have a guarantee, like you like it and it works for you or you send it back. So that's fantastic. I love that because you don't ever have to feel like, if you go to Walmart, you go to Costco, you've invested and it's yours. And like if you don't like it, too bad, you're SOL, right? Whereas with Arbonne, if you get something and you're like, ugh, this is like I don't like this flavor, then you send it back and they give you your money back, no questions asked, which is like amazing. Support there is so good. All right.
Yeah, it was the salted caramel
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
that
did like
everyone
that.
was raving about.
Yeah, and you did like it. I love it. I mix it with Greek yogurt and then I freeze it into little molds and then I dip those into chocolate and they're like little what are those like from Dairy Queen dilly bars. Oh my God, it's so good. Lorraine, can you clarify about the omegas? The new kick right now is that people are taking too much omega-6. Yes, so omega-6 is when you take too much can be toxic and actually is detrimental. So omega-3, you want to have a balance between those. So avocado oil is an omega-3. So if you look, I don't have very good vision um, at night. I'm gonna try and see if I can read this for you. I don't think I can. No, I can't. You know what, Lorraine, we will follow up with you and give you the numbers that are in here because I honestly cannot make them out. Um, I'm really sorry. So Sugi, if you just want to take note and that you're going to follow up with Lorraine on the avocado oil that powder that's in our protein powder, that would be great. Okay. Anything else? Sorry, Lorraine. I wish I had a better answer for you. It is the omega-3s though, and we're not shoving too much omegas in your mouth. So don't worry about that. Okay. Inner calm support. So we're going to talk about inner calm as our last one because this is where our adaptogens are. So inner calm is this little guy here. It's in my water so that I could make it through here, not too anxious. Um, what this is an additive, okay? I want to say that very clearly because if you're not doing the other things in alignment with the inner calm, if you're not eating and supporting your body and you're just on a hope and a prayer that an adaptogen is going to be your savior, it will work. You will feel calmer, but in the long run, that's not where we want you to go, right? We want you to support your body fully. But if you're looking for like, I need something right now and I'm feeling anxious as I build better habits, what can I do? the intercom 110%. That's what Suki even said. She started it and it was just like, oh, it finally feels good. Okay. So intercom, I personally, I use this consistently. Like Suki said, I have a scoop of it at night with my dream tea. It makes me comatose. I go to bed. My poor husband, I have been sleeping so well since I discovered this hack that I am snoring super loud. So I'm sure he is super unhappy with the fact that I am taking this and I am sleeping like a dead log. And I wake up refreshed. I feel so good in the morning. And I just love getting my day started again. So this is a really big one for me. I absolutely love it. And and I've been consistent with it. And I do notice the more that I use it, the better my sleep has been. But I want to talk about what's in it and why it works. So intercom, the main ingredient is ashwagandha. If you've ever been to a healthcare practitioner, like a naturopath, for things like anxiety, ashwagandha is probably one of the things that you've been recommended to take. I was by my naturopath. Um, she recommended some ashwagandha for me for some anxiety. And when I saw the price of the capsules, I was like, well, that's in here. Can I just take this? And I showed her this, and she was like, oh my God, that's really good, actually. So ashwagandha, what is it? Ashwagandha supports the body's stress response. It helps to regulate your cortisol and over time. So what it does is it helps your body to learn how to regulate itself. And it's not like a sedative. You're not going to feel exhausted after taking ashwagandha. Um, you might feel calm. Like Suki said, she had this feeling of calm that came over her, but it's not very likely that you'll need to go to sleep just from taking ashwagandha. It is an adaptogen, and it's a really great support for cortisol within the system. So helping your body filter the cortisol, helping your body work through what's happening, like flushing out the cortisol, regulating it. It helps with all those processes inside the body. The second ingredient that's in here is saffron. This is another one that I was recommended when I went to my NP about my anxiety, because saffron is the one that's going to support the emotional balance. It helps your serotonin production and your dopamine availability. So what that means is it helps your body actually intake the dopamine and the serotonin that it needs, and especially for us in those hormonal transitions. So it's kind of like gives your hormones a little leg up, right? It's like, oh, I can help here, let me help, and helps your body to, excuse me, to have more bioavailability of those hormones, right? And the last one that's in here is L-theanine. How many people have heard of L-theanine? This seems to be a buzzword right now. I am hearing it everywhere. L-theanine. Okay, so Selena takes L-theanine. Yeah, so L-theanine. Oh, Carrie Ann, I see you have some questions there. I will read them in a second. L-theanine is the one that helps quiet the racing thoughts, right? If you are ADHD or neurodivergent, if you are perimenopausal, do you have a racing mind? Does your mind tell you all kinds of things? Is your mind going a million miles a minute? Yes, probably, right? So L-theanine is the one that's going to support your mind, and it's going to calm your focus. It creates this relaxed but alert nervous system, right? So it's not making you dopey or drowsy, but it's making you relax so that your stress hormones are lower, because when we're not in a state of stress, we can actually think clearer, right? Cortisol puts us into fight or flight, puts us into that state of um, just tunnel vision, right? So when we're taking the intercom, it's like we remove the blinders. We can think clearer. We can think on our feet as opposed to like being so uptight about things. Um, when I first started using it, I loved it because I was like, I am so exhausted, but my brain won't shut up. It won't stop talking to me, and I want to go to bed. So this concoction, this one is the pink lemonade. I think that's all we have now. We did have a green tea one, but it wasn't fantastic. The pink lemonade is so good. Like I said, I put it in my water here so I can come and do a talk with you guys because when I'm talking, I get in my own head. I have so much I want to share and talk about, and if I just let my mind run a million miles a minute, you guys would have no freaking clue what I'm talking about. So, do you guys have any questions about those? Have you heard of these things before, or are these things that you've been recommended? I'm just gonna read Carrie's comments here. Okay, so Carrie wants to know what is the main difference between the essential meal and the Feel Fit protein shakes? So, essential meal is a full meal replacement. It has all your vitamins, minerals, your fats, everything you need in it is a full meal. The Feel Fit Simply One is a reduced sugar. So that's the one I use post workout because I just want the protein. So there's not all the other additives in it like there is in the essential meal. If you like a thinner protein, the Feel Fit is for you. If you would rather add all the things, like if you're the kind of person that wants to put like the bananas, the berries, the blah, blah, all the things in your smoothie, the Feel Fit is definitely the one that you're going to want to put in. Um, Appetite control I was taking before bed because of the magnesium. Is intercom a better choice? So it depends on why you're not sleeping. I mean, intercom is a great choice no matter what. But if you are low in magnesium, you want to make sure that you're supporting your body with magnesium. You can put them together. Actually, that's one of the things that if I'm having achy body, that's one of the things that I do is so we have a product called Appetite Control that is a magnesium-based supplement. I hate the name. They're working on that. But it is a really great magnesium source, it's drinkable magnesium source. And so if you are somebody that has achy body or low magnesium signs, like headaches or stiffness, then that is a good option to put them both together. Yeah, you can pretty much compile any of the products together. Like everything is safe, pretty much. I haven't come across anything that doesn't go well together. Okay. Um, okay, so I guess the big thing here is when you're in this stage of life, if you're trying to figure out what you can do to support your body and what is best for you at this time for your body, it's really important that you're listening to the signs and the symptoms or the things that your body is telling you, right? If you're having those hormonal shifts, if you're having, a body that's underfueled and an overstimulated nervous system, oftentimes the solution is going to be get simple, don't get bigger, right? So I really do love that with these simple solutions, you can support so much of your body. And one of the things that I'm loving right now is that here we are in January. Everyone is, we're trying to make forward momentum into our year. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I believe that you can stack a couple habits together that support and honor who you are and what you are at this time. And I love that one of the bundles that we have right now on sale actually does all that. You get everything that we talked about tonight. We also have a free product so you can pick your intercom as your free product or whatever you want. Honestly, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you want the intercom with the bundle, this is free. So it's a great option as a way to support and honor your body. Suki, I know you just got your bundle. Do you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, so the one that I got, what's it called again? With the green elixir, right? The
Yeah,
30-day
it's
bundle with green elixir.
30-day bundle. Yeah.
Okay. I'm still figuring all the collections, but yeah, it came with two proteins, so I got to pick two flavors. I chose coffee and vanilla. And then it came with a box of fizz, and it came with two of the Clean Talks teas. So that's the digestive tea. It's really good. I've had one in the past, very similar, and I loved it because I would just take it in the evening and then it would kind of gently detox. It detoxes your liver and kidneys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of
Um,
your elimination pathways. Yeah.
yes. So in the morning, I'd wake up and it was like, oh, it's time to go. It wasn't like, oh, I gotta go. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. So it just cleaned everything out, which made the bloating go down. So I really love that. Someone asked me today the flavor, the taste of it. So I'm gonna put a pin in that question. Maybe you can tell us after.
Mhm.
But then and also I got so in that collection I got a second fizz for free.
Mhm.
And then we got the water bottle for free. Then there was another free gift, and I chose the hair elixir, which I'm really excited about. And then what else did I get for free? Oh, we got
The face SPF.
a SPF for free, which is worth like $80. I was
Yeah.
just looking through and seeing how much everything was worth, and huge bang for your buck. Plus, you're getting free shipping, as well as a discount on the products as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. The membership is free. Like the discount membership is free right now. So you can get the 25% off too.
hmm.
Yeah. And no cost, which is like, I'm floored.
Yeah.
They usually do good things in January, but I was like, holy Jesus, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a really good deal. So if I were to mix the clean talks with the intercom and have that before bed, would that be okay?
It might taste a little weird. The Clean Talks is really herbal tasting.
Okay, yeah. What does it taste like? I
It,
forget.
it is very similar to the Epicure tea that we used to have a long time
Kind of,
ago.
it's kind of.
Um, but it's very herbal, like it's earthy tasting. I love it. I put a little squeeze of lemon and a little bit of honey in it, and I absolutely love it. It's delicious, but I think it might taste weird. With, I mean, you could try it and let me know how it goes, but I think it might taste weird because the dream tea has kind of got a lavender taste, so it's got a floral taste. And it goes really well with the intercom, but I don't know if the clean talks will. Well,
Yeah,
I'll
and
give it a go.
you're right. It wasn't earthy. I was trying to remember, like trying to think of a description for that. An earthy taste. That's very, very bang on. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, like we said at the beginning, some of you are going to take this information, you're going to be able to like run with it, you're going to implement it into your daily lives, and you're going to feel like, okay, I got a handle on this. And then others, you may be thinking, okay, I need more structure, I need some guidance. I don't really know where to go from here, and I want you to know that either way, we are here to support you. At the end, if you guys want to throw in the chat, like if you are one of those people that's like hands up, please help me. We're happy to help and assist, and to help you, whether even if that's just like you just need more information on how to eat more protein, right? I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, well, they told us all these things about these amazing supplements, and now I have to order my protein powder. I am going to shout it from the hilltops again that it is the best freaking protein powder ever available. But if you just need help, like you're like, I don't know how to consume protein in the morning because I don't like it, or I don't like eggs. That is the most common thing I hear with women is I don't want to eat eggs in the morning. How do I get protein? Feel free to reach out. Like, please put in the chat that you would like some help with that. Um, or if you want to learn how to grab the free product that is available right now, we're happy to do that as well. There are so many free gifts and support systems available to you right now. We have our Healthy Habits Club. We have recipe resources. I know every time anybody orders, we send out our recipes. I'm pretty sure you have them too, right, Suki, for your customers? So there's so many resources available, and we're happy to help in any way we can. Do you guys have any questions before we close out? Is there anything you want me to dig into a little bit deeper? Suki, is there anything that you wanted to add in?
No, I think that you covered it all. That was really great.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we're going to be respectful of all your guys' time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just lost the chat. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us today, for being a part of this conversation. Um, if you have any questions, like I said, please feel free to reach out and we will chat with you guys all again soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, ladies.
Um, okay.